only give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't ask permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a...
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And here we go from L.A. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Man in motion here. On 1st down, here's Stafford. His first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He throws a bullet. Big game downfield. On the right sideline, there's space. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. Now Stafford again. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Colson and Debo's got it. And the Saints get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Stop made by Braden Fisk. Stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, Carr. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Blitz coming, Carr. That one's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Here comes Williams on the return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. New set of downs for him from the 46. Carr with it on first. Finds a seam down the middle. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown when the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Fits it through the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it brings up an LA 1st down. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-6 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They fake the handoff now, Stafford. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Now the Saints to the line for another 2-point try. He's throwing for it. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
14, Rams 7.
Do what I should, like. Point, like. Do what I could, like. Point, like. Do what I should, like. Point, like. Do what I could, like. Point, like. Do what I should, like. Point, like. Do what I could, like. Point, like. Do what I should, like. Point, like. Do what I could.
Yeah.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese. Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. On the return, here's Mims. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
I'll tell you what, as a quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
Sending a receiver left. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pistol snap to Carr. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Throwing his car. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down by Quay Walker. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Carr off the play fake. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. 3rd and long. Carr here from the gun. Kamara's got it. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They're now set for 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They send him left out of the slot. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
And again, Brock, the play clock expires. What is going on down there? Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
On the ready.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Ready. Ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at first down here. Play fake, it's Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He puts some juice on a deep throw into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Right side, Shaheed's got it. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another run for Kamara. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. One of the tight ends motioning right. Carr now on 1st and 10. Out wide, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. There he goes, right sideline. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here comes Williams on the return. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Carr trying again after the pick. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Carr throwing on 3rd. This is reeled in by Kamara. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Fourth down, here's Carr. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Blue check. Ready.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Return's looking good so far. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Here comes the final play of our first half. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break.
694.
A final throw before the break. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Groupie on now.